Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope all is well. I'm so excited to record a video today. Today, you see, I have a full face of makeup. I took headshots for the first time today. It was long overdue. This is one of the things that I wanted to do for my birthday. I've learned that it's very important for me to connect with you guys, to share my story, to see my face. Initially, initially, I wanted to be behind the scenes working, not having to be obligated to be seen, to be heard. I thought it was enough to just show the book and explain the planner and notebook. But it hasn't, and that's good. That's okay because it has forced me to grow. It has helped me to just really establish my voice and to really get comfortable with sharing my story and to share what God has done in my life and what he is doing with me currently. And I'm just learning a lot, and I'm truly thankful for the growing community that is slowly emerging, and I'm so happy to call you guys my brothers and sisters. This past few months, I've had an increase of men are purchasing, and I'm so excited because that's exactly the reason why I chose the color blue for our first prayer tool. So our first prayer tool is called Prayrior. The color is actually mountain blue. It is beautiful shade. I call it mountain blue because it's not a solid blue. When you see it in person, you can see that it has variation of shades because of its faux leather or vegan leather cover. So it's just really beautiful. To me, it's symbolic of God's creation, beautiful mountains, beautiful skies, beautiful oceans, and all those things just really bring me into a spirit of peace and just taking in that God is in control. Look, I'm standing in his creation. I can feel the wind, So I just really love that you guys have been reaching out to me, sending emails, commenting. I'm very, very appreciative. And recently, a sister emailed me asking how to use her planner. And I told her that while there's instructions in the front, I'll be happy to walk with you step by step, and I have previous videos as well. So I sent her links to previous videos that I recorded on Instagram, and those videos were actually flat lay videos of me explaining. It wasn't necessarily me standing before you going step by step. And while I have done that on Instagram story, informally, I never created a video just flipping through and showing you guys. So I want to show you today. I really want to talk about it as much as I can. I want the length of this video to not be too long because I do want it to fit on the Instagram IGTV. I think I said it correctly. So let's just get into it. So my name is Simone Brutus. I am a wife of 9 years, coming next month on the 23rd. I am a mother. My oldest is 8 years old and my youngest is 8 months old. I have 3 boys and 2 girls. I absolutely adore them. I love them. Yes, it's hard work. No, I don't want you to say to me, "Ooh, you got your hands full." Okay, I get that a lot. Whenever I'm out, I usually, I always have my children with me unless my husband is home. Then I'll be alone. But other than that, my children is with me. So let me tell you, the number one comment I get a lot of different comments, but it doesn't matter what day of the week and what time of the day, at least 2 people, and that's the minimum. And I'm telling you, every time I go out, everyone says, "Ooh, you got your hands full." And it's just amazing how people are just so comfortable to comment. But every time I reply, I say it's a blessing. So I don't know why I'm sharing that, but that's for somebody that while somebody may think that something or a situation that you have, why it may be a heavy load, that's what God intended for you. So I'm thankful to be a mother of five. They're beautiful. I grew up as the only child. I didn't have the opportunity to grow up with my siblings. So I always wanted a large family. My husband, he comes from a large family. He has 5 other siblings. So that's something he wanted as well. Well, let me tell you that that quickly changed. After we had our firstborn, he was like, okay, I'm satisfied. He was like, I see how much work it takes, but God had other plans. So we just have beautiful children. They encourage me to want to be better, do better. And my children and my husband are the main reasons that Prayrior was born, because I love them and I adore them so much and I take my role seriously. I was going through a season where I felt like I was not doing enough, that I was not performing my best, that I could not make them happy. I felt really frustrated and I didn't like the environment that I um, had for them. I didn't like my performance. I didn't like the way that we were interacting with each other. I just felt like I was just failing. And because of that feeling, I was allowing my feelings to affect the way that I serve them. Not the way I love them, but the way that I serve them. I would be tired. I would be emotionally drained. I would be sad. I would even be upset sometimes. And I'm just thankful for them because I hid a lot of it. But there's times where I did have a breakdown and just would be crying and just feeling overwhelmed and an overload. And it was one point where it was my breaking point, and I said, no more. I can't feel like this anymore. I need to get back on my feet. I need to be the Simone that God has called me to be, and that is to be joyful, and that is to be positive, and just to be above whatever is going on regardless. And I knew in order to get to that place, it required me to pray, it required me to fast, it required me to spend time with God and worship, it required me to identify the spiritual warfare that I was battling, self-doubt, lack of confidence. It was a time where I was in a season of repentance and just repenting to God and really confessing my sins to Him and just getting that off of me and giving it to God and telling Him that I want to turn from these habits that I am building. So, God just really took me back to my foundation and showed me exactly what I needed to do in order to be victorious and not to live defeated or not to live like a victim. Because sometimes you can live as a victim to life and just feel like everything is against you. And you're like, oh my gosh, this, and oh my gosh, that. And I was that person. So it wasn't until that I started to walk with God daily and intentionally where I stopped being just so overly dramatic and just overwhelmed with just life. Okay. So that's what Prayrior is about. And it's also about declaring what God is going to do and knowing what He is currently doing in your life. Because we have an issue sometimes of identifying the blessings of God. So I want to open it. I see I'm approaching 10 minutes, and I believe that Instagram, IGTV, it has 10 minutes per video. So I'm going to do a part 2 and to open the book.